Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for watching the video if you do, and if you enjoyed the last part, I hope you enjoyed this part. So we are on to the second and final part of Assemble with Care. It is a short game. I wish they would add more chapters because I'm absolutely loving this so far. Okay. So in where we left off, Izzy had basically been told she's got to wear a dress for event what her dad's going to as mayor. She doesn't want to, so she threw her gaming console at a wall, or dropped it at a wall. We fixed it, and now we're going to go see what Izzy's father would like us to go fix for him.
Leaving Izzy hiding in the garden, I walked around to the front of the house and rang the doorbell. It was only then I noticed my favorite overalls covered in grass stains. I scrubbed desperately, but it was too late.
Maria, what are you doing? What happened to your clothes?
We're gonna have to think up a lie very quickly here.
I was, repairing a lawnmower.
How unusual. Well, do come in. The job I've got for you is a little more delicate.
Totally embarrassed, I walked into an orderly room filled with papers and ledgers. So this was his office.
We definitely, and most assuredly, hopefully passed the line there and he didn't think much of it.
You must be so busy getting ready for the festival. Are you looking forward to it?
Of course. It's traditional for the mayor to judge food from every cafe and restaurant in town. I'll be declaring the best chef in Bella Riva by this time tomorrow. Speaking of which...
He unclipped the watch from his wrist and very carefully handed it to me.
Let's hope Carmen gets this and then she can get more customers.
I'll have a tight schedule
Hopefully.
to follow, but my watch stopped working a while ago. Could you see if you can make it tick again?
We certainly can, because that is our job. Okay, well, let's take the strap off. Let's get these screws out. I bet this was a present from his late wife. That is such a sweet gift. It's kind of sad that we're repairing two things that obviously mean a lot to Izzy and Joseph regarding oh, wrong one. Oh no, wrong button. That for Izzy, we repaired the cassette tape that played her mother's voice, and for her dad, we're fixing the watch that his wife gave him. Oh,
The main plate has completely cracked. I'll need to replace it.
that's no good.
Cogs look good though. If I'm careful, I can reuse those.
Okay, well, let's get these cogs off then. Okay. Okay, I need to get you off.
Are you sure it will all fit back together?
Let's get that bit off. Ooh. And then that bit. I'm gonna put you there, and then you in there.
I've not gone a day without this watch since my wife gave it to me.
Do you know what I just realised? And I don't want to think about it, so I've just started watching The Last of Us. Tell me why. Apart from like the whole what happened with Joe in the first episode and his door, tell me why it's near the same. That is so sad. Okay, right, so I'm just gonna pop you there. Is there one on the... Aha! So you go there. No, you don't go there. Is it you? No. I'm gonna figure this out. No. Is it you? Do you go there? No. I wonder if we've got to do the front first before the back. Okay, so I'm assuming you would go... Like the big one's got to... No, you're too big. So you there. Is it you? And then you. No, that is definitely not right. Is it that one there? Ah, there we go. And then that there. I've got this. Okay. So that needs to go there. That there. And then we just need to screw this back in place. And then we just need to put the watch back on. And it is as good as new.
As I handed the watch back to Joseph, my fingers traced over the engraving on the back. I hoped fixing this was one small way I could help him move forward.
I can't believe it's working, Maria. Thank you. My wife was a brilliant woman. Feeling this ticking on my wrist, it makes me feel like she's still here. Watches measure minutes and hours like they're infinite. I didn't know we had so little time. Even with Isabel, I barely see her. And when I do, she acts like she hates me.
Maybe it's because that's the thing, that you don't see her much and she's not feeling like she's spending time with her dad and she's been left alone to deal with the grief and sadness of losing her mum.
Just then, the phone rang. Even when he was at home, his work was never done.
Sorry, Maria. I have to take this. I'll see you at the festival tomorrow.
As I left, I turned and saw him pacing the floor of his office, his watch glinting in the afternoon sun. I hoped its quiet ticking would at least bring him some peace during the busy days to come.
Like I've said before, Izzy and her dad really just need to sit down and speak to each other.
When my last job of the day brought me to Carmen's apartment, the door was opened by someone I didn't expect to see, Helena.
Oh, is Helena now staying with her sister?
Sorry for inflicting this mess on you. Carmen's never seen a knick-knack she doesn't want to buy, apparently.
Okay, bit of shade there.
Carmen's apartment was a little chaotic, but totally charming. It was easy to imagine her living in a place like this. It definitely wasn't Helena's style. She seemed more upmarket than flea market. I wondered why she was even here.
With the plants in the background, I can definitely see Carmen being like a plant mum.
We're having a clear-out. Or at least I am. Carmen's not helping, as usual. There's a market at the festival tomorrow. I'm selling some of these things to make her some money.
So rather than her giving her money, she's just wanting to sell Carmen's things. Well, I hope you've got Carmen's permission to do this.
She says she has nothing when there's all this stuff right under her nose.
Helena stepped delicately past the items on the floor and reached down to pick up one from the pile.
Look at this slide projector. Our parents treasured it, but Carmen treats it like a piece of junk. Can you take a look?
Maybe she doesn't treat it like a piece of junk. Maybe she's just been that busy. You know, sometimes things break and you can't get it working, and maybe that's why she's just left it on the floor. I don't know, but we're going to do our best. Okay, so let's unscrew this part. And then we're going to unscrew that one. Am I missing a screw? Where's... Oh, there they are. I'm going to unscrew that. And then that one. So we're going to put that there.
Oh, typical. Carmen's even managed to get a slide stuck in here.
gonna put you there. Does that?
Okay.
Oh, they're
I'll
mirrors.
need to redirect the light to the lens at the top for the projector to work.
I wondered what they were. It's like they look like they go there. I didn't realise they were mirrors. So we need to do that. A bit like we did with the camera, and then we need to go like that. Okay, so where do you go? Have I put these in the wrong place? I've put them in the wrong place. I feel like I've put these in the wrong place. Okay, hang on. I feel like I've put that. I don't know if I've put these in the wrong place. Because I feel like that needs to be up. Because that feels like it should go like that. I feel like I've got these in the wrong place. Okay, well let's try this again. I feel like I'm definitely doing something wrong. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going wrong with this. Is it... Ah, that's... I was just clicking it into the wrong place. Okay. And we're going to flip it up. And then that.
I was so excited when I moved to the city. Carmen, she looks so sad. Here's the clicker you'll need to attach. God knows how Carmen broke that as well.
Maybe it's because of, the reason Carmen was so sad was because she was so close to her sister and it felt like she was losing her sister when her sister moved away. Okay, where's the mother screws? What screws am I missing? I think you two. Yeah, they go there.
Looks like there's still a screw missing.
One here there. I'm just trying to get this in the right place. Okay, let's see if I've got this working now. Oh, what am I doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh. That would help if I put the wire, wouldn't it?
When we were younger, Carmen was always following me around.
I feel like Carmen looked up to her, and that's probably why.
I suppose she looked up to me. A cool older sister. She used to ask me when I was coming home, but I was always too busy.
She just missed you! And she feels like she's lost time with you,
Helena
maybe.
was transfixed, staring at the two young sisters the projector had brought glaringly into focus.
I never meant to let her down.
But you haven't, have you? You came all this way just to help with the cafe. Plus the money.
That's the problem. There is no money. I lost my job a few months ago. My savings are almost gone. I have nothing.
Oh dear. I don't think Carmen's gonna react well to that. But at the same time, her sister still came all this way to try and help her the best she could. Oh no.
Carmen thinks I'll throw my checkbook at her bad decisions and make them okay. But I can't. Not this time. You know, the funny thing is, I came here wanting to tell her the truth. But she's so infuriating. How can I ask her for help when all she cares about is herself?
Like Joseph and Izzy, you two just need to sit down, talk and listen to each other without interrupting each other. And just get out what you're feeling.
Helena fell silent, shrinking under the gaze of her younger self, projected onto the wall.
We drifted so far apart when I moved away. It felt like the only thing keeping us together was my bank balance.
Maybe because she looked up to her sister, Carmen moved away to and start a cafe because she just wanted to be like her older sister. Like, she wanted to be like Helena. She just wanted to be successful.
I know I have to tell her the truth. It isn't fair. But I already lost everything else. What if I lose her too?
You won't know until you tell her and talk to her. And that's the sad thing about families. There's times where you tell them stuff what's hard to hear, but they need to hear it. And they can react positively or negatively, and in some cases, that's when families can break apart and people just refuse to speak to you again. It's sad that it happens, but...
The day of the festival finally came, and after all my hard work, I was ready to put down my tools and pick up a fork. The smell as I entered the main square was incredible. Each stall was selling food even more delicious than the last.
This is making me
The
hungry.
competition would start any minute. Most stall holders were waiting anxiously for the mayor to pay them a visit. All of them, that was, except Carmen, who was still frantically chopping vegetables and stirring pots.
Maria! Thank God you're here. Can I ask you the world's biggest favour?
Is she gonna get us to repair something on the day off we have?
Helena was supposed to help me run the stall today, but she never turned up. Probably too ashamed to show her face. I can't believe she lied to me.
So Carmen definitely did not take it well.
Carmen was stirring so furiously she was in danger of tipping the pot over altogether.
The mayor will be here any minute for the judging, but I'm almost out of my special.
She wasn't really going to ask me, was she? Not on my day off.
I have a stove ready to build and everything. Can you set it up and make me a spare batch?
I feel like Carmen's going to be a new friend that we keep in touch with. So, of course, we're going to help you out. Okay, what's this? Carmen's wild veggie soup. 1 pint of stock, quarter stick of... I'm assuming that's going to be butter. Half a
Her
carrot.
recipe is a bit smudged. Never mind. I'm sure whatever I put in will be fine.
That looks like a free. So 3 broccoli, handful of chopped tomatoes, 3 wild mushrooms, plenty of what? Plenty of I don't know what that means. Okay, well we'll try our best. That is a cute little animation style. Okay, we're just gonna pop you back here for now while we assemble the... Nope, not that part. Okay, so red goes on the bottom. And then... No, go there please. And then that sticks out of there. That goes there. You go there. You go not there. You... You there. You there.
It all fits. Now to light the gas.
And then we put the pot of broth on top.
I think that pot is really boiling now. Smells great, if I say so myself.
Okay, so we've done the stock.
Here are the ingredients that Carmen's given me. What to add first?
Let's say it's a quarter stick of butter. Is that a quarter? That doesn't seem right. Okay, half a carrot. 2, I think it's 3 broccoli. 1, 2, 3. A handful of chopped tomatoes.
That looks good. I'll scoop a spoonful when I'm ready to serve.
Was it 3 wild mushrooms? So 1, 2, 3. Plenty of what? Plenty of onions. I'm going to assume that's onions. And then we're going to do a serving. That looks yummy.
My
If
part
I do
done,
say so
Carmen
myself.
took over and added the finishing touches. It was just in time, as a moment later, Joseph arrived with Izzy in tow. Carmen anxiously handed them both a serving.
That was so tasty. Can I have some more, please?
You absolutely can, Izzy.
Well, you've certainly earned yourself a loyal customer in my daughter. We have a few more meals to taste, but so far you are one of the best. Good luck.
Joseph and Izzy looked so happy together. Maybe the festival was doing them some good after all.
It's probably the first time in a long time they've spent time together doing something fun. Even though it's work, it's
Carmen,
something fun.
on the other hand, seemed annoyed. But why, when it had all gone so well?
I wish Helena was here to see this. She's so convinced I'll never succeed at anything.
Maybe she's just giving Carmen some space to understand and just give a thought of what's happening and what could happen if she can't get the money together.
She wants what's best for you. She's just not very tactful about it.
Yes, I know. Even when I was a kid, she pushed me when no one else did.
So in a way, whilst also being a sibling, Helena was almost like a parent figure to Carmen.
I just wish she hadn't lied to me. But then, I've asked so much of her over the years. I never stopped to think how much she actually had to give.
See her, Helena, in the previous one saying that she only thinks of herself and she's not, and she's admitting that she's never stopped to think how much her sister has helped her out. Hopefully they can fix it before it's too late.
The festival finished. I only had one day left before I had to catch my train and leave Bella Riva behind. I couldn't go without saying goodbye to Carmen. So, that evening, I made my way to the cafe. It was unrecognizable. She'd done it. Best food in Bella Riva. Half the town was outside waiting to see what the fuss was about.
Oh, so she saved her dream restaurant. I don't know if that's a dream, but don't know why this song, like, I've Got a Dream, just popped in my head from Tangled when I said that.
Maria, my favourite sous chef. Come on through.
It was Carmen, acting every inch the successful cafe owner she deserved to be. Even Helena was there, serving the coffees. This was the last place I expected to see her after yesterday's drama.
Looks like they've worked things out.
Carmen led me through to a balcony upstairs, where she brought out an old record player.
I found out where Helena was on the day of the festival. She was selling her camera to clear the cafe's debts. But then she didn't have much left for herself. So, I've asked her to come and stay with me for a while. We have a lot of catching up to do.
That was so sweet of her. She loved that camera so much. Like, she spent so hard working for it. She obviously cares a lot about her sister. Even if yesterday Carmen didn't think that she had.
I wanted to give her this, to cheer her up. We listened to it all the time when we were kids.
See, it's not just junk she has, Helena. She keeps stuff she cares about. Okie dokie. Let's get the lid off.
Let's see what happens when we turn this on.
Oh, I don't want to take this.
The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring. Here's the problem. This wiring isn't connected properly.
Okay, so let's get you to there. No.
That's
Okay.
the speed dial connected. Now we should be able to change it.
Let's try. Oh. Let's give it a whirl.
The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring.
Oh, there we go.
think
I just missed a
that should
wire.
This record should play beautifully. It's spinning the wrong way. How can I get it to play in the right direction? It must be to do with the motor. Let's see if one of these spares can turn things around.
Okay, let's get the record off. Let's put you there. Bin there. Oh, yep, we just need to undo that wire. Leave
If I
it
turn
there
the
for
volume
now.
up, I should be able to hear it now.
Let's try. Go left to right and see which one it is. Put that there. That on there. That there. I don't know if this is right. If not, I'll just put that on for nothing.
Well, it's playing in the right direction. I should check it's turning at the correct speed.
Of these days, the sweetest words I've ever heard.
I'm definitely gonna have to find the soundtrack for this because I'm loving it. I'm loving like the instrumental music.
That stole my heart.
And whoever sung this, you've got such a powerful voice.
The record player's crackling tune must have caught Helena's ear, as she appeared a few moments later.
Is that my old record player? I can't believe you've kept it all these years, Carmen.
Leaning over the music, they looked just like the young sisters the slide projector had preserved all these years, inseparable once again.
Aww.
Carmen told me about your camera. That was a really generous thing to do.
I loved that camera, but I love my sister more. Now it's her time to be the person she wants to be.
Without feeling like she's letting her sister down, I'm guessing.
I'm going to stay here with her for a while. Make up for lost time.
A new family business.
Carmen and Helena's relationship wasn't suddenly going to be perfect, but they were both prepared to try. And to think, it had all started because of a call Carmen made about some seasoning tips. I guess in the end, maybe it wasn't so hard to just pick up the phone and dial. I hadn't spoken to my own parents in a year. I wanted to hear their voices more than anything.
And maybe Maria is just scared that they'll not even want to talk to her after she just up and left.
But the silence between us was so cavernous. I didn't know how I'd ever find the words to bridge it.
I feel like perspective on what's going on with Carmen and Helena and Joseph and Izzy might just help her out. Okay, take the bottom off of that off. All that's popped in my head is the music box from Anastasia.
My final morning in Bella Riva, I received one last call out to Joseph and Izzy's house. I knew I had to pack, but I figured I could squeeze in one final job before I had to leave.
We can always make room for Izzy and Joseph. Or anyone. They've been so kind to us.
When I arrived, I found Joseph tidying up his wilderness of a garden. The playhouse was already cleared. Inside, I could see Izzy happily testing out her screw-driving skills on the back of her cassette deck.
I bet her batteries have died.
You've made quite the impression. Izzy, tells me she's going to be a repairwoman like Maria.
I'm sure she could be anything she wanted if she put her mind to it.
She could. She's a brilliant child. Spending the day with her at the festival, I haven't had so much fun in ages. I wanted to give her something before she starts to forget.
Inside, the house was transformed, flooded with light and the sounds of the garden. It felt alive again. This would be my last repair in Bella Riva, but it felt like it was the house that had really been restored.
So when we first both met Izzy and Joseph was like pushing himself into his work and Izzy was just left to her own devices, and she was just angry that she felt like her dad didn't want to be around her. That's the vibe I got. But they were both just dealing with grief in their own ways, and he pushed himself into his work, and they're like love and music in the house again. Music in the sense of like bird sounds and everything.
It's a music box. It used to play beautifully, but now when I wind it up, nothing happens. I'd love for Izzy to hear it sing again. Can you help?
Okay. We will try our best. Okay. I'm gonna get the screwdriver. First, let's get this old picture out. Okay, let's put you there, and then you
Maria,
there.
could you add this family picture of us?
Aww. That is so sweet. Okay, let's get you out. Can I get you out? Oh no, you're stuck in there. Okay. That there. Let's unscrew the bottom. But yeah, it reminds me more of the but yeah, it reminds me, I don't know why, like the design on it reminds me of the music box from Anastasia. It's one music box I would love to own, but it is so expensive. Specifically the San Francisco company, they made one, and it's beautiful, but it's so expensive. It's 600 to 800. I've
This
seen.
mechanism is completely broken. I'll need to take it all apart before I can fix it.
That TikTok trend where it's like, if I won the lottery, I wouldn't tell people, but there would be signs. I will be honest here and happily say that would be my sign that I finally owned that music box. Okay, then you there, and you there. Okay, let's test this and see if it works. Okay, that's so sad. That is the same song. But at the very beginning of the game when we first meet Izzy and she's got the cassette tape she wanted fixing with her mother singing. It's the same song in a music box. Oh, and you there. See, like, Izzy's dad does care. And let's do that. And then we put that back. Just going to close that a minute whilst we put this back in place. And then you there. And then you there. And then you there. Let's put... Oh. No, I need the draw. Okay, you just pop there. I need the this little bird. Okay, draws in. Let's put you in there and you there. And let's see if it's going to work. Okay, hi, I'm back. Figured out what I did wrong. I placed them in the wrong place, so that should all work now. Okay, so let's get you in there. You in there. The birdie there. There is another bird. Oh, that we're just gonna pop there. So it wasn't a glitch, I just placed it in the wrong place. Okay, let's get these all screwed back in. Okay, the drawer can go back in. Oh.
I think that's everything back together again. I should play it to make sure.
So we're gonna close that lid, and I'm just gonna, that should work.
My wife used to sing this song to Izzy each night before bed, but I always worked too late to join them. Will you dream a dream for me? If I sit by your side and hold you so tight, know that I will always love you, even though we both know that we must say goodnight.
That is so sad but sweet.
I've missed so much already. I want to be the father my wife wanted me to be. I've ended up so much like my own father, working all the time. Izzy needs me more than that, especially now it's just the two of us.
He was constantly living up to his father's expectations and demands, and then when he did, he lost out on time with his family.
My daughter comes first. Well, until she gets bored of her stuffy old dad anyway.
Aww.
I'll never ever get bored of you, Dad.
Izzy came running into the room where Joseph scooped her up and onto his shoulders. She gazed at the music box, her eyes shining. I'd never seen her look so happy.
Thank you, Maria, for everything. The things you fixed for me. I'm so glad to have them back.
And in a way, I suppose having things fixed what mean a lot to the family have made him realise that he needs to be around for his daughter more.
Joseph was a good father, and I could tell he was determined to be an even better one. When it came down to it, that was all any of us wanted. A second chance to make something right. My time in Bellariva was almost over, but before I left, I knew there was something of my own I needed to fix.
You need to pick up that phone and call your mum and dad.
My time in Bellariva was almost at an end. Another chapter finished in a story whose ending I hadn't felt ready to write. The people I'd met, the items I'd restored, they'd taught me so much about what was really important. Pulling out my suitcase from beneath the bed, I remembered the day I stole it from my parents' shop. The day I left. Afterwards, I was too ashamed to call them, to apologize. It was a guilt I'd been carrying around every day since.
I'm sure, to begin with, they were angry that that had happened. But I think by now they'd probably just be more worried and hope that you're doing okay.
As I packed, I knew that it was up to me to find a way to lighten the load.
Which means calling them and hoping for the best. Let's get packing. Ooh, we got some new tops and everything.
Helena gave me these designer shirts. Not sure I'll pull them off as well as she does.
That's so sweet of her. And Carmen's even given us the recipe for her soup.
The recipe for Carmen's special. I'm under strict instructions to guard it with my life. Joseph's idea of light reading for the train. It does look thorough.
And you never know, reading it might give us an idea of like how we could repair future shops. Wait, did that? It makes a noise. That is so cool.
Izzy gave me this in exchange for my repair manual. She'll be a pro in no time.
And one day we're gonna get to see Izzy do what Maria does. Okay, go in the suitcase. There we go.
My parents would love Bellariva. Maybe I can convince them to make the trip.
And you can meet up and all have a drink and something to eat at Carmen's cafe.
My train ticket. I can't believe it's time to leave Bellariva behind.
Ooh.
The soundtrack to my travels. I'll be listening to this on the journey.
With all the new memories and friendships made.
My suitcase was full, but it was my heart that felt heavy as I made my way to the station. I was sorry to be leaving Bellariva behind, but I hoped that in my own small way I'd made a difference.
I feel like you have, because you've brought people closer in a way. Not intentionally, but by fixing the things that they enjoy and that they love. Maria's, in a way, made people realise what's important.
Helena and Carmen's reunion was possible because they'd learned to overcome their differences. Joseph had realized he shouldn't let his grief or his work get in the way of his relationship with Izzy. They'd each learned to see things from someone else's perspective. Maybe it was time I saw things through my parents' eyes. I knew it would be easier to jump on the next train, put even more distance between us, but I finally felt ready to talk to them. I just didn't know if they would feel the same.
Like I've said in one of the previous episode or earlier this one, you can always try. And sometimes it doesn't work out the way that you planned. But as long as you've got a good support network of friends or other family members perhaps, or a partner, or even work colleagues that you've become friends with, then you may have lost one thing, but you know you've got a great support system elsewhere.
Did I even remember their number? I wasn't sure until I reached for the phone and it all came flooding back.
Do you know what else? Like me, my grandma and granddad have not had their old house phone number in years, but I still remember their landline number from when I was a kid.
Mom? Dad?
Maria? Is that you?
Aww. I tell you what, the development and art team behind this have made such an amazing game. Even the voice performers. I will definitely be looking at the people who made the game and the studio they released it in the future, because even though this was short and I wish it was longer, it was a really wholesome, nice, just calming puzzle game. Even though I thought there was a glitch, but it's just my brain not working properly. And now we have the epilogue. I feel like I've just said that word, epilogue. I've just said epilogue, not epilogue.
Dear Maria, Carmen here. Sorry I haven't written. The cafe's been absolutely manic since you left. Luckily, I have Helena here to help. You wouldn't recognise her. She's like a new woman. She's always running round, taking orders and making drinks. I even heard her compliment a customer on their outfit. Personally, I draw the line at fluorescent green bowling shirts, but each to their own. It certainly made the customer smile.
I'm glad that Helena and Carmen are getting along so well.
She misses the city, though. Bellariva's many things, but it's definitely not as chic as she'd like. She said there was a coffee shop near her old apartment where they made coffee with a shape drawn on top.
This is exactly what I do for work. I work in a coffee shop. I have a co-worker who can do this design and it looks really cool. I cannot. I can make fancy squiggles and a heart, and that's about all I can do.
It got me thinking, I'm an award-winning chef.
Sorry for
I can figure out
squeaking,
how to
that
put a
was
leaf
my
on a
computer.
cappuccino. A bit of cosmopolitan coffee might be just what Helena needs. Of course, ordering a new coffee machine was the easy part. I wish you could have seen the mess I got into trying to put the thing together.
I'm sure it can't be that hard. I say that and you watch, it's going to be confusing.
I saw Maria use her screwdriver a million times. Taking this apart will be easy.
Ooh.
These pipes look pretty simple.
Ooh.
I should start with them.
Some more screws. I was going to say start with the pipes and we can do the rest in a moment. Okay, let's start with the pipes. So I'm going to need, I think it'll be you.
I'll need to connect all the pipes correctly to stop the steam pouring out.
Oh, no, you want to be there. And then you there. No, I need you. Ooh. And then I feel like I'm doing this wrong. And then ooh, that one's there. And then oh no, is that one there? That's there. That's there. Oh, it's the big canister.
Finally, no more steam.
That would definitely have made way more sense. Okay, so let's get you. No, you to there. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Oh, that needs to go underneath. Hang on. That would be extremely helpful, would it not? And then that one to there. Okay, and then we've got this to here. And then you two, nope, that one's there. And then that one there. I think that's them all. Okay, well let's try this. Let's just give it a whirl. And then, oh no, we're gonna have to. Take that off. There we go. Let's tighten these back up. Put you on there.
It looks like I've forgotten a screw.
Yep. We're just putting them in now, Carmen. And that one there. And then that one there.
I think that's everything. Better test the buttons, just to make sure. All done. Piece of cake. Time to make my first coffee, I think.
I definitely think her sister will appreciate her for trying this. Okay, I know you go there, and then you're there. One fancy cup of coffee.
Smells delicious. Now to make it look magical.
I can assure you I'm not going to be able to do the fancy flower you want to do.
A perfect coffee. All it needs is a saucer and a couple of Helena's favourite biscuits.
I will take the funky looking heart. It is not the best heart, but I will take it.
I was feeling more has-been than coffee queen by the time I'd made a drink fit for human consumption. It looked a bit, postmodern, but knowing Helena's refined tastes, I hoped she'd think it was intentional. Always the connoisseur, she didn't even bother to look at it at first. She was so busy wafting it under her nose. Steamed up her glasses, of course. How was she going to see my work of art through an eye full of fog? When she finally spotted it, though, she was totally impressed. I'll admit, she spent several minutes trying to figure out exactly what it was I'd drawn. She decided it was probably a horse. Well, what she doesn't know won't hurt her. She was impressed enough to ask for another one. I guess I'll need to get some practice in. The whole thing was such hard work, Maria. I never realised how difficult it was, all that mechanical stuff.
It's sweet though, she's writing to her.
It made me realise how much I have to thank you for, so I wanted to say that now. Better latte than never. Hoping you're well. Your friend, Carmen.
That is a great pun. Oh, look how happy they are. I thoroughly enjoyed that game. I hope you enjoyed the Let's Play of Assemble with Care. It reminded me a little bit of videos I've seen of A Little to the Left, kind of like a similar vibe, but not exactly the same. I hope you have enjoyed the video. and I will see you in the next one. Thank you guys.